Next up, clean the fortune teller's wagon.
This is quite a good one. I enjoy this, but there's finicky bits that are a pain in the bum to get.
It does look a bit faff.
And I'm going to remove the extension because I'm going to go crouching.
Exactly, Daniel. 2K for that job was just insane. So, I mean, the economy of the game is just weird.
Have you done the Ferris wheel, Paul?
Yep.
Oh, that's a pain to do solo.
Yep. It's just a pain in general, I think. A lot of these fairground ones, like that one with the yeah, the Ferris wheel.
Around.
Yeah, the Ferris wheel's a pain, but this one here with the horses, I hated this because you have to keep moving it to the poles.
Carousel, that's it. Yeah.
God, I hate that one. Anything circular in this game is just instantly extra annoying.
Yeah.
I swear spoked wheels are the worst.
Especially when you can't crouch properly to get yourself to an angle to like fully explore the wheel and see which nook and cranny you have not yet cleaned.
Why is this wheel not dinging?
Some stuff on the inside frame, I think.
I can't see what's wrong with this wheel. It's not dinged. The front one did.
So I think I found it.
Boring fact number 257.5. Carousel is an American euphemism. In the UK and Ireland they were called gallopers. A slow US and US roundabout spin in opposite directions.
Okay, I never knew the UK were called gallopers before we took on the American carousel, but US and US roundabouts spin in opposite directions. I presume you mean UK and US. That's because we drive on the other side of the road. You like Mrs. Squirrel, Chris? Like, you don't read what you put before you hit send. She does it so much. Oh, I was waiting for that. The correct side. Yeah, but that happens because of the Coriolis effect, Crow, doesn't it? It's the same, in the same way that weather systems spin the opposite way in the southern hemisphere as well. No, Deep Lake, like literally it's just a convention. There is no right side of the road, there's just a side of the road. The idea that you assume because the country you're in, we drive on the correct side is ridiculous. Like, if you was a road designer and you was designing two-way traffic, you have two choices. Either we go down the left side or we go down the right side. That's the only thing you can do, is choose one or the other. None is right, it's just a convention. In the same way that an electric circuit, right? Electrons don't flow the way they show in the diagram because they didn't know enough about electricity at that point. They thought the current flowed from positive to negative. When actually, the current flows from negative to positive. But nobody's bothered to correct all the diagrams because it'd be too much pain. So we've just sucked it up. But it's just a convention. It's a thing. And it's all because of history. The only reason you drive on the right side of the road or the left side of the road is because of history. It doesn't make you more correct at all. I mean, look at France. Like, in the UK, we drive on the left side of the road and our trains go on the left side of the road. If you go to Germany, they drive on the right and the trains go on the right. If you go to France, we drive on the right and the trains go on the left. Again, that's down to historical stuff. Yeah, Alex, I will get on my soapbox when I want to get on my soapbox, and I'll get off when I want to get off. I don't know about Belgium, but Belgium's just weird. Just ask for all.
Belgium doesn't know who they want to be. They speak French, English, Flemish, Dutch, German, whatever else.
And their taxes are insane. Like, they have some of the highest taxes. I don't know where all the money goes. Yeah, I think they called that D-Day, didn't they, Rob? Like, the day they decided to change the side of the road that they drove on. It was just utter carnage. And that was in the 60s when there wasn't that much traffic. Imagine doing that now. And look at trains. Trains are even worse. Like, the gauge of a train, the track width, yeah? It varies from country to country. It's an absolute nightmare. But who's right? Who's got the right width of track? There are some parts of the world where they have to drive a train and then stop it, lift the carriageway off, put it on a different set of wheels and carry on. It's that nuts. And then there's the whole signalling system, which if you go from like France to Germany and Austria, the signalling system changes so much. But none of them are correct. They're just a convention. Yeah, but somebody called it a standard gauge, Kevin. And it was generally based on what was more pervasive at that point. They decided to call that standard. But if you was redesigning the trains from scratch, yeah, what width would you go for? And why? There's a reason why they are the width they are. French signalling is just Zarek. There may not be a right way of doing things, but let me tell you, there's a wrong way of doing things, and French signalling is the wrong way of doing things.
Trust it to be the French.
How much you'll get paid for this compared to the entire subway?
Probably about £3 for this job.
You only got about £2 for the last one?
Yeah, but small fiddly jobs, I think, pay more than the big jobs, which is daft.
It's kind of weird, isn't it? I think it depends where you go, Rome, but you know, they're not great places. What are you saying, Brom? Perhaps you've done this one already? Try harder.
England, Scotland and Wales are all 4'8" and 1/2 inch gauge, Ireland is 5'3", Ireland and the Great Western Railway until 1892 used 7 foot and 1/4 gauge.
You gotta love that though, haven't you, Chris? 7 foot and 1/4.
Is that American by any chance?
Well, it was the British that invented the railways, so they went with a width of track that made sense, and a lot of it was to do with horse and carts at the time, and what had become the standard. Obviously, if you go take railways to a different country, they can just start a different convention, can't they? So, oh, we're going to make ours wider or whatever. UK must have had fatter horses. I think they often used shire horses in the fields and to pull things along canals. Because that was the other thing, is like the UK had a lot of canal network. A lot of it was pulled by horses. So when trains came along, they were replacing that. So the barge widths probably had something to do with it, as did the horses. I'm sure this table should have dinged by now.
Yeah, there's fiddly stuff in the middle of the legs.
Yeah, but that doesn't surprise me with the UK domain. The UK has like 10 standards for everything. I don't think that crystal ball's dinged. That's just broken, isn't it? We've jet washed that to death.
It's probably going to be like 1 pixel of dirt.
Where are we supposed to put this exactly?
Anywhere you want.
Thanks, game. Thanks for the gap at the top of the ladders for no good reason. Tarot reading, otherwise known as making stuff up and taking money off you.
The tarot reading on this one is actually quite interesting, but in real life, yes.
Astrology is very real though. Astrology or astronomy? Which one do you mean, Alex? Come on, Alex, you can't Google. Yeah, you mean astrology then?
Yeah, I was gonna say star signs and
The
the
one
moon
that's,
being in your house
yeah, based on the position of the stars.
relative to where you were born in the calendar year and where the planets were in their orbit at that particular moment.
What a load of...
I keep forgetting you've got that button, Paul.
Jupiter is in Saturn today, which means you'll be feeling a bit gloomy. But don't worry, because Neptune's going to be rising tomorrow. What the heck? Like, seriously? Who reads that claptrap? And the thing is, like, people never read the other ones. So there's like 12 of them, horoscopes, isn't there? Because they're all based on astrology. So there's 12 of these horoscopes, and people just read their own. They don't read the other ones. Because if you read the other ones, you'll find they're not actually that dissimilar. They're just different words in a different order. I remember Mystic Meg. What a joke.
Mystic Meg was definitely very much of a time, wasn't it? Wasn't Mystic Meg and Dale Winton like on the same Saturday night like TV slot on BBC One or something?
Well, probably. Mystic Meg started off in one of the newspapers. I can't remember which one now. Used to do the daily horoscopes in the newspaper. Might have been the Sun. What's my horoscope telling me? I don't know. Oh, that's such a fact, tickling. It might have been Andy Ladd. Yeah, I think Mystic Meg might have been on the lottery for some random reason. %.
But we still don't have the list.
Now the hunt for the fact. A lot of mediums going to ghost hunter programs, yeah. All the paranormal stuff.
Oh, like Derek Akora, ghost hunting and whatever it is.
Yeah, what was that one that Yvette Feeling used to do? Used to fake so much stuff. Most Haunted, that was it. It even comes up with the thing at the start. It even comes up in blatant text saying, warning, this is for entertainment only. It even says that, but people still believe it. Oh no, I think there's something in that. %. What's missing now? Now, there's only one decent Ghost Hunter movie. You know, all the rest are just nonsense. There's Ghostbusters and that's it. Oh yeah, Heyman. Like the first few were funny, but after that I just went... The trouble is you can't even see the yellow now on this thing.
Yeah, because it's so clean, it's just hard to spot. I swear these steps don't want to be cleaned. That was a pain. This whole step thing here was an absolute pain. Yeah.
Not even down to the last three yet. Flipping heck, it looks clean enough to me.
Yeah, but apparently Mystic Meg can see dirt that we can't.
Well, she knew we'd miss it. Right, what have we got here? 2 posts. 2 posts, these two. These two aren't clean, apparently. See, if I ever went to a medium, somebody that could see the future, if I walked in and they didn't say to me straight away, I was expecting you, I'd just walk out. Like, they would know I was coming.
Well, yeah, because they booked you.
Well, no, they'd know I wouldn't need to book because they'd know that I was going to come there anyway. They don't need an appointment calendar because they know who's going to come. Roof decorative trims 1 of 4. Roof trims 1 of 6. Roof ribs 7 of 8. Seat 99%. A lot of roof things pinging. Roof ribs. These are the ribs, aren't they? These red things, presumably. Roof decorative trims 1 of 4. Yeah, but Vaca, you must have some point got a medium. You can't ever just go straight to large. This is a pain, this. Where's the ladder gone? It's nice when you finish the thing, Galatians. But at this point where you're trying to find some pixels, it's a bit annoying. Skylight roof ribs, roof decorative trims, roof undersides, roof trims, roof decorations. It's literally all roof. I cannot see where the problem is.
You know how to highlight an item from the checklist to get it to tell you where it is?
Yeah, you try it. You can't even see the highlight.
It's very faint. You do need to like wander around the thing a bit.
Yeah, if you're not looking at it, you don't even see it flash. Window frames, wall decorative trims. The other over the window frames has a white bar on one that's not done. You mean these windows, crap? Staircase. I just did the staircase. It has to be this. It can't be this. I've done this one. There's so much faff going on with this thing. And I swear, if it's the bottom of that first step,
Yeah, I can't even see any dirt when I ping the dirt on it.
This is madness.
Probably like 1 pixel of dirt somewhere.
Apparently we got something.
When I can't find the dirt and I can't see the dirt, I just go over it and over and over it with the rotating power nozzle.
2 roof trims and a roof decorative trim. Well done.
Woohoo!
Man, that was a faff.
Faff Master General, Mystic Meg.
That's cleaner than when it was brand new. Clean the ancient statue.
Oh no, not this one. You thought that was Faff Master General? This is better.
Something weird about the lighting in this desert that looks very cartoony.
Looney Tunes.
Is a bit.
Oh, actually, this one's not that bad. The hand is fun.
Quite a big one though, isn't it?
Yeah, and the crevices in between the sections of the body are one of the finicky bits.
Right, I've cleaned his eyes. Let's just call it a
That's
day.
good enough, right? Yeah.
Wow, it's just a completely different colour. At least you can actually see what you've done fairly clearly.
Yeah.
Oh, just give him like a...
Give him a cool tattoo or something. Can you draw the squirrel logo as a tattoo on him?
Probably not.
Have you done the ancient hand statue yet, Paul?
Don't think so.
There is an achievement on the ancient hand statue to clean the whole thing with the white nozzle, and that took forever.
There's no health and safety about the scaffolding. I just fell off.
You were fine. I'm pretty sure we signed the liability waiver anyway, saying that if we fall off and die whilst cleaning an ancient statue, then the company isn't liable for our death.
Yeah, sounds about right. Weird blue colour.
It is, but like to say, it contrasts nicely with the dusty orange, so you can see mostly where you've cleaned. Make sure you wash under his armpits, get him nice and fresh.
Hey! Just some deodorant for later. Spray it on.
Yeah, sandalwood or allspice, that'll probably work.
Yeah, he looks like an Old Spice kind of guy. I could just see him riding the waves. That music.
I mean, he's got the fins for it at the back. Have you seen his fins?
I've not seen it. I've not been round the back. Oh, blimey. What's going on with that?
Part man, part seahorse.
You reckon it's more of a brute sort of person?
No, I think probably Old Spice Brute was always a bit like it's overpowering, strong stench. No. Nope.
Lynx Africa. Yeah, those rocks are very Roadrunner.
Just waiting for him to bring the little portal thing in out and like, you know, stick it up against the wall. Or how was it? He used to like paint against a cliff face.
That's it.
And think it would fool the Roadrunner. Roadrunner just ran right through it. He smashed himself in the face and ended up with Tweaky Birds.
Paint a tunnel on the canyon
Yeah.
wall. Oh, so funny. Well, if it had been wearing moisturiser, he wouldn't have so much sand all over him, would he? All his skin wouldn't be dry and cracked.
No, if you wear moisturiser when you go to the beach, you're basically asking for sand to stick to you.
Crow Daddy, good night. 5 a.m, dude.
Where on earth in the world are you for it to be 5 a.m?
What time is it? Must be Australia? It's gotta be, hasn't it?
Gotta be upside down land. I'm sure the master of the time zones and the schedule will know if he is still around. He's honestly, like, he's literally got a page bookmarked on his web browser for the time zones that we list on the schedule. Just, like, work smarter, not harder kind of thing.
Canberra. That figures. Well, it used to be the capital of Australia.
Is it not still?
Or was it... No, hang on. Was it Sydney used to be it and now it's Canberra? I thought it was the other way around. I think it might be that way around. I don't know. Australians in
I
chat...
actually got told off once for not knowing that Canberra was the capital of Australia in geography. You told me off. Like, you stupid girl, Canberra is the capital of Australia, not Sydney. You should know this. And I was like 10 or something at the time. I'm like, in what universe?
Sounds like a great teacher.
He was amazing, and not long after that, I managed to wangle my way out of ever going back into a geography lesson ever again, because I took guitar lessons that were happening at the exact same time as geography every week.
Huh.
Funny that.
Yeah, geography used to, like, really bore me. I just didn't understand the point of learning about some arable fields in the Sudan. Like, I don't care. I'm like 14 years old, I don't care about farming in the Sudan. Geography when you play GeoGuessr. Oh, you can now. History bored you to death. You know what? History used to bore me to death as well. I think it's the kind of history, though. It's like they used to teach us about, you know, the kings and queens of England, which I just didn't care about. But if the subject matter turned to, like, World War II or something, I was like, I'm interested in this. So I think it's not...
Yeah, like Henry VIII is not relevant at all, but World War I and II definitely were more relevant. Like, I don't understand why they ever taught us about the Tudors and nonsense like that.
And they wanted to memorise the dates that various kings and queens were in. Like, I don't care. That's not going to affect my life.
Divorced died, divorced beheaded survived, like, because that was important.
Is it the power washing equivalent of a boss fight? I guess.
I would say that the ancient statue is like a mini boss. It is not the boss fight. I don't reckon this guy was very dangerous, you know, Paul.
Why?
He's completely harmless.
Hey. It's kind of unusual, this one. It's interesting.
The shape, size and layout of it is the challenge, rather than an overwhelming amount of intricate faff.
Like, I'm used to cleaning big buildings, but big statues is an entirely different thing. The same colour as your Denbury crockery. The thing is with this game, the scaffolding, unless you put the scaffolding where it wants to let you put it, you can't often get close enough with it.
Yeah, that's why you have to get creative and do a bit of power wash parkour.
Right, is this his spot like here? time doing.
Yeah.
Jet, watch the statue until it disappears, Chris. It's boring. Wow. Wow, Chris.
We might be here a while then.
You wouldn't say that, Chris, if it started animating with steam, would you? Like its head just suddenly turned on to steam power, like...
But is it just the steam aspects of steam engines that is interesting, or is it the chugga chugga choo choo noises that it makes as well?
Yeah, what is it, Chris? What is it about steam? Do you just like burning coal? Do you like boiling water? Or do you like the noise?
No, serious question, Chris. I know a lot of rail enthusiasts, not being one myself. It is a genuine question. Although I do come from a town that basically its only claim to fame is, ooh, trains.
It's much more alive than diesel and electric.
Yeah, Sheffield is the steel city. That's not where I'm originally from, though. I moved here like 12 years ago, but the town that I grew up in is so small that basically no one has ever heard of it, which is great. But I still, to this day, can walk down the main street, which is tiny, and I can run into someone that says, "Oh, Hannah, how's your van doing?" And I've never met this person in my life.
That's mad. Well, you wouldn't know the name of it anyway, Jimbo. Nobody's ever heard of it.
No, it's a really small town up in County Durham called Shildon, and we've got like a railway museum that's like connected to the National Railway Museum in York, and a guy called Timothy Hackworth that worked in like the rail sheds on George Stephenson's rockets was like born and grew up in the town, so that's literally all anyone harps on about at school, like in primary school, and it just gets old after a while.
I can't. You say that, but I can't imagine how excited Chris is getting right now. Listening to your words, Hannah.
Well, I'm glad someone's getting jazzed about it.
Nobody's ever heard of it, apart from Chris. Sheldon?
He's been there!
Oh, I know that. Oh, that guy was my hero.
I'm indifferent to steam trains, Chris. When you've grown up around trains and steam trains your whole life and it just doesn't spark the magic, it gets old. I am not a massive train fan.
%. Blimey. A necklace, fins, spines, and face slabs. What's missing?
Apparently there's a bit of an arm slab as well somewhere.
Yeah, something about this necklace. There's some bit. neck and stuff.
Just one pesky face slab to go. Hey!
Why is he suddenly beaming things out of his face? Okay, that's normal.
Part of the mythos and lore of the game.
Not freaky at all.
No, totally normal. You see that every day.
Oh, it's the amulet thing on his head doing it, I think.
Yes.
Clean the stump plane.
This is right in your wheelhouse, Paul. Planes.
Woo!
Let's just be clear, steam engines and trains are not my only interests. I like mechanical stuff in general. Trains, trucks, car, trains, ship, vans, trains. In seriousness, I can talk about other things, lol.
I'm sure you can, Chris. Just not for very long. Wait, how do I access the shop?
The basket in the top right next to your money and your stars.
Multi-purpose cleaner. Yeah, I've got 6 litres of it now. Oh, look how much that's doing nothing. That is seriously rubbish. I thought it would cut through all that grease, but it's not. That's terrible. $10. Has that gone to Whole Foods, that? $10 a bottle does absolutely nothing.
Honestly, you're just better off getting up close and personal with the plane and taking your extension nozzle off. And then you'll see which bits you've cleaned in general.
Well, the metal cleaner works better. It's really caked on, isn't it?
I mean, I am not finding it that bad. Like, some types of dirt are quite picked on, but I like to do this one extension of yellow nozzle and just kind of like carnival off and wiggle your mouse.
New Year's Day, I think Adam can finish right. Baked on that one.
Oh, if it's oil, yeah.
Danny Brooks, you've missed a bit. Lol. This is nearly done, I think.
Yeah, 99%.
GFCLBB, that's not even a legal plate number. That wasn't too bad.
That was quite straightforward compared to some of the jobs we've done.
AJ War. Granny's fighting to land, baby. I like her.